ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So Hare Krishna, dear devotees, dear friends. So in our last session we had read till 10th verse of the second chapter, contents of Gita summarized. In the 10th verse we saw Sanjay ji, he is informing Dhritarashtra that tam uvacha rishikeshah prasanniva bharatah senayorbhyor madhye vishidantam idam vachah. So smiling, O descendant of Bharat, at that time Krishna is smiling. Tam uvacha rishikeshah prasanniva bharata. In the midst of both the armies spoke the following words to the grief-stricken Arjuna. So now smilingly Lord Shri Krishna is going to instruct his disciple and surrendered his of course surrendered disciple and friend Arjunji in transcendental knowledge. In his Lord Shri Krishna is going to give his upadesha to his friend, to his disciple Arjunji, and not only to Arjunji but to whole humanity or anyone, for everyone. Actually God gave it for everyone, and anyone who will hear it in the mood of surrender to the Supreme Lord, Lord Shri Krishna, as Arjunji did, accepting him as a spiritual master, in the mood of surrender, Shishyasteham Shadimam Tvam Prapannam, will surely come out of all ignorance, will surely come out of all the acharyas, and that is the verdict of all the great souls, Mahatmas and Acharyas in the line of disciplic succession. Anyone who will give a submissive oral reception to the Bhagavad Gita, to the song of the Lord, or to the wonderful instructions, transcendental spiritual instructions of the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna, will surely be benefited. So the 11th verse, Lord Krishna now he is starting speaking. So very wonderful verse. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Asocyananvasocastvam Pragyavadamsya Bhashase Gatasunagatasungscha Nanusochanti Panditah. Very wonderful verse. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Asocyananvasocastvam Pragyavadamsya Bhashase Gatasunagatasungscha Nanusochanti Panditah. Shri Bhagavan Vacha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, said, Asocyan, that which is not worthy of lamentation. Anvasochaha, you are lamenting. Tvam, you. Pragyavadan, learned talks. Pragyavadan, learned talks. Cha, also. Bhashase, speaking. Gata, lost. Asoon, life. Agata, not past. Asoon, life. Cha, also. Na, never. Anusochanti, lament. Panditaha, the learned. life asoon. So wonderful verse. The blessed Lord said, the blessed Lord said, Sri Bhagwan Vacha, while speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Asocyananvasochastam, those who are wise lament neither for the living nor the dead. Gatasoon, agatasoonscha, nanusochanti panditaha, those who are wise panditaha, they do not lament for the living or for the dead. While speaking learned words, Pragyavadams, while speaking learned words, the Blessed Lord said to his friend Arjuna, to his disciple, surrendered disciple and student, while speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor the dead. So very beautiful verse. In the purport, Swami Srila Prabhupada writes, the Lord at once took the position of the teacher and chastised the student, calling him indirectly a fool. The Lord said, you are talking like a learned man, but you do not know that one who is learned, one who knows what is body and what is soul, does not lament for any stage of the body, neither in the living nor in the dead condition. As it will be explained in the later chapters, it will be clear that knowledge means to know matter and spirit and the controller of both. Arjuna argued that religious principles should be given more importance than politics or sociology. But he did not know knowledge of matter, soul and supreme is even more important than religious formularies. Swami Srila Prabhupada is writing religious formularies. Knowledge of matter, soul and supreme is even more important than religious formularies. And because he was lacking in that knowledge, he should not have posed himself as a very learned man. As he did not happen to be a very learned man, he was consequently lamenting for something which was unworthy of lamentation. The body is born and is destined to be vanquished today or tomorrow. Therefore, the body is not as important as the soul. One who knows this is actually learned, and for him there is no cause for lamentation regardless of the condition of the material body. So, wonderful verse. Asocyananvasochastvam pragyavadamscha bhashase gatasoonscha nanusochanti panditaha. So, in the purport, Swami Srila Prabhupada writes that Lord immediately took the position of as in the last verse, purport, we saw that Lord immediately, when he was accepted as the spiritual master, so he immediately took that position. He is master. Lord Supreme Lord or God is master in all conditions. Every living entity is his part and parcel. So he is the master. Like we are the master of our finger, we are the master of our hand, our palm, our hand, our body. So similarly, Lord is also master of every living entity, because every living entity is his part and parcel. But yeah, he accepts a role to accept pure loving devotional service of his part and parcel. He also accepts a role as a friend, as a master, as a husband, as a son. So Lord immediately he took the position of the teacher, and Lord at once took the position of the teacher and chastised the student, so calling him indirectly a fool. So Lord said, Are, What is this? You are mourning for something which is not worthy at all for lamentation. Those who are wise, and Lord said, those who are wise, that means he is telling Arjuna, he is calling Arjuna as not wise, a fool, indirectly. He is saying an intelligent a person who in knowledge, not intelligent, a person who is in knowledge, who knows, a person who is in knowledge, he do not lament for. Those who lament for living or dead, any condition of the body, because body, Swami Srila Prabhupada is explaining in the purport, today or tomorrow, the body is sure to be vanquished. In the Swami Srila Prabhupada, the body is born and is destined to be vanquished today or tomorrow. Therefore, the body is not as important. Gatasoon agatasoonscha nanu sochanti panditaha. So those who have the knowledge, and in the purport Swami Srila Prabhupada writes, knowledge means to understand matter and spirit, and the controller of both. Knowledge means to understand matter and spirit, the real living being, spirit. Knowledge means to understand matter and spirit and the controller of both. Who is controlling all living and non-living things in this world? Matter. We say non-living. So who is the controller of all these? What is the difference between living and non-living? So the body is already dead. Body is dull matter. Body is dull matter, and one who does not know, Arjunji is mourning for the bodies of his relatives. And as it will be explained in the second verse itself, Lord will explain a very wonderful concept. Natva evaham jatu nasham, natva neme janadipaha. So Arjunji is mourning for the body. That means he do not have the knowledge of the spirit soul. And very important point, Swami Srila Prabhupada said that Arjunji argued that religious principles should be given more importance than politics and sociology. Fight was happening, and Arjunji was supposed to execute his duty as a Kshatriya. And they have Duryodhanji along with his brothers and friends and his father, they have cunningly, he had usurped the kingdom of the Pandavas. So it was Arjunji's duty to punish them, punish those miscreants. But Arjunji started papam eva ashrayed asman hatvaita natatainaha papam evam ashrayed. So he was considering that this fight and fight for the kingdom and to punish the miscreants atataina is all politics and sociology. After all, what we will get in the end? Arjunji, after the war will be over, and if they win, so they will get kingdom and Rajya, and they will rule. They will become administrators. So Arjunji is thinking in those terms, and he is posing as a very religious person, and he is talking so many. So he is giving arguments on the basis of religion. He gave so many. In the first chapter, he gave papam eva ashrayed, kul shaya kritam dosham, mitra dohe cha patakam, katam na gneyam asmabhi. प्रपश्यद्भीर कुलशय कृतम दोषम प्रपश्यद्भीर जनार्दनः. Then वर्ण शंकरा उसादयन्ते जाति धर्मा कुल धर्मा सनातनः. धर्मो नष्टम कुलम कृष्णम अधर्मो विभवत्येवतः. So many. Arjunji became a religious leader rather than a Kshatriya. And what was desired that he should execute his duty and punish the miscreants, he became a religious leader rather than an administrator. So that's why Swami Srila Prabhupada he is saying he became a religious leader, and he gave so many arguments on the basis of religion. Oh, this is papa. We will get our eternal salvation. We are hampering our eternal salvation, eternal liberation, which is the goal of life. So of course, so many things, so many religious. These are all religious, and Swami Srila Prabhupada writes them as religious formularies. He did not know the knowledge of matter, soul and supreme is even more important than religious formularies. Arjuna argued that religious principles should be given more importance than politics or sociology, but he did not know that knowledge of matter, soul and supreme. Knowledge of matter, non-living, living, and who is the controller of both? The Supreme Being. So without this knowledge and just learning the religious formulas that killing others is papa, and if responsible people have died, then all the religious activities in the family are stopped, that lead to Varna Shankara, that lead to this, that lead to that, and all the society will be in that way. So lot of formulas, and that's what common man they do, especially in Kali Yuga. They do not give value to the concepts. They do not understand the real meaning. They do not understand about soul, the super soul. They do not understand, and they just learn the various formulas. And then there are Shat Karmana, various Brahmanas and priests to acquire various pious credits and to fulfill our material wants and desire. We learn so many. By doing this you will get this, by doing this you will get this, by worshipping a demigod you will get this, by worshipping this demigod in this way you will get this. So very very important, Swami Srila Prabhupada ji, he is opening eyes of everyone by writing these purports, wonderful purports. And many rational and logical people, as in my case also in my childhood, many rational and logical people, they lose faith in religion because they don't get proper rational answers to their questions. And sometimes rational and logical people, they become of course they are not atheists, but because lack of knowledge, other people they say that they are atheist, they do not worship the Supreme Lord, but because many people they don't get proper reasons and arguments and logic, because the real knowledge, the knowledge about real soul and the Supreme Being and the controller, the matter, soul and the Supreme Controller. So Arjunji was lacking this knowledge, and he is mourning for the body. So, and he even posed himself as a religious. So Swami Srila Prabhupada, because he was lacking knowledge, he should not have posed himself as very learned man. So he actually lacked spiritual knowledge, actually lacked religious knowledge, real religious knowledge about soul and super soul, Supreme Being, matter, soul and supreme. But he posed himself, and he gave so many arguments on the basis of religion, that fighting is irreligious. Though the Supreme Lord, who is the protector of religion, is present over there with him, and he is asking him to fight. Klabyam masma gama partha natatva upapadyate utishta parantapaha शूद्रम हृदय दौर्बल्यम त्यक्त्वा उत्तिष्ठ परंतपः कुतस्त्वा कश्मलमिदं विषमे समुपस्थितं नार्यजुष्टम अस्वर्ग्यम. So Supreme Lord is saying to him, and Supreme Lord is the real protector of the religion, and who knows religion better than him? And that's why when he was accepted as a spiritual master, immediately he chastised, indirectly calling Arjunji as a fool. Of course, Arjunji is not a fool, but truly speaking, all of us who do not have the knowledge of soul, super soul, we all are fool. And we also, in our life, we talk about so many religious principles, but we actually do not know what is religion. What is religion, what is irreligion, we really do not know. Arjunji, of course, he acted in that way. By the Yogamaya potency, by the Yogamaya Shakti of the Supreme Lord, Arjunji acted as if he is ignorant. But actually he is not ignorant. But all of us, truly speaking, all of us, most of us in this age, Kali Yuga, religion has just become some formulas. Somebody say, by doing this you will get this, or by doing this thing happen, or that thing happen. One can acquire pious credits by this way, that way. So religion has just become, and the knowledge of soul and super soul, supreme being, knowledge of matter is missing, actually missing. So real spiritual knowledge, spirit, when we don't have the knowledge of the spirit or the real living being or the supreme spirit, super soul, then truly speaking, we are especially in this age, Kali Yuga, everyone, all of us are lacking really spiritual knowledge. And very mercifully, Lord Sri Krishna spoke this transcendental science, transcendental knowledge of spirit and supreme spirit, soul, super soul, matter, for the benefit of entire humanity, entire creation. Jagat Guru, Vande Krishnam Jagat Guru, so real spiritual master, Jagat Guru, for the benefit of entire Jagat, for the entire benefit of entire humanity, entire world, creation, universe. He spoke this wonderful transcendental science of Bhagavad Gita. So Swami Srila Prabhupada writes, as he did not happen to be a very learned man, he was constantly lamenting for something which was unworthy of lamentation. The body is born and is destined to be vanquished today or tomorrow. Therefore, the body is not as important as the soul. One who knows this is actually learned, and for him there is no cause for lamentation regardless of the condition of the material body. So one who is actually in knowledge, one who has the knowledge of soul and super soul and the matter, knows very well that the body is matter. It is material. We say also, it is made of Panchabhuta and it will again be merged into Panchabhuta. People, they say this. The body is made from the Panchabhuta and it will one day, for sure, the body will again be merged. But the living being is different from the body. The living being, the soul or the spirit, is different from the body and is always under the control of the super soul, supreme being, super soul, supreme spirit. The spirit is part and parcel of the supreme spirit. The spirit is part and parcel of the supreme spirit and is always under the jurisdiction of the supreme spirit. Jurisdiction and control. Upadrashta Anumanta. He is the sanctioner. So Swami Srila Prabhupada writes, one who knows this actually is learned. One who has the knowledge of soul and super soul and matter is actually controller of both matter and spirit, and controller of both. Even he is the controller of the matter. Prakriti kriyamanani guna karmani sarvasha maya dakshena prakriti suyate se characharam. So things are happening, material, we think we are moving our body. No, prakriti kriyamanani. And how Prakriti is able to do? He is the controller of even Prakriti. Maya dakshena Prakriti suyate se characharam. So all those things will get clear in further conversations between Lord Shri Krishna and Arjuna. So, wonderful science and wonderful shloka, wonderful verse. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Asocyananva Sochastvam Pragyavadamsha Bhashase Gatasoon Asoon life Agatasoonscha Nanu Sochanti Panditah. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor for the dead. Those who are wise, those who are in knowledge, those who have wisdom, they do not lament for the living or for the dead. So, the next verse. So, wonderful verse. Now, 12th verse.